World War II. That time when the world decided it needed a sequel. But this wasn't just any sequel. No, this was the blockbuster hit that took everything from World War I and said, let's make this even crazier. So grab some popcorn, sit back, and let's dive into this colossal world war. Don't worry, we'll throw in some jokes along the way, just to keep things from getting too serious. World War II didn't just start because people were bored. It took a lot of poor decisions to get there. Let's talk about what really got the ball rolling. Treaty of Versailles. Germany was definitely not loving this. After World War I, the treaty was basically the world's way of saying, no more fun for you, Germany. Imagine you were grounded from your Xbox for forever. That's pretty much what the treaty did. Rise of dictators. Next, we've got the world's worst batch of dictators popping up like it's some kind of terrible reality TV show. Mussolini, Stalin, and of course Hitler. The trio that no one wanted to see on their screens. If World War II had a villain reveal, Hitler would come in with a dramatic cape and bad mustache. Oh wait, he actually did that. Appeasement, the world's biggest facepalm moment. When the Allied powers were like, let's just give Hitler what he wants. He'll stop, right? Spoiler alert, he didn't stop. And then, in 1939, it happened. Boom. The world goes to war. Everyone's picking sides like it's dodgeball. But this time, with tanks. Invasion of Poland. Germany kicks things off by invading Poland, and everyone else is like, hey, we said no more fun. But Hitler, he didn't care. Poland was basically like, I just cleaned this place up. And Germany strolls in like, no, we're rearranging the furniture. Blitzkrieg. This fancy word basically means, let's win really, really fast. It was their version of a speedrun. Blitzkrieg is like showing up to a board game night and wiping out everyone before they even have a turn. Dunkirk. Then we've got Dunkirk, the world's most dramatic beach evacuation. Imagine the Allies frantically running to their boats, while the Germans are like, hey, where's everyone going? Things were heating up, and by now, everyone had joined the party. The Pacific Theater was about to get wild. Pearl Harbor. Enter Japan. On December 7, 1941, Japan pulls a sneak attack on Pearl Harbor, and the U.S. is like, okay, we are in. It's like Japan just poked the sleeping giant, and the U.S. woke up, flexed, and said, all right, who messed up my nap? Battle of Midway. This was where the America started dishing out payback, turning the tide in the Pacific. America was getting into its groove. The Battle of Midway was basically the Allies saying, okay, your turn's over. Eastern Front. Stalingrad, meanwhile, over in Russia. The Germans thought they could just waltz into Stalingrad. Spoiler alert. They couldn't. Russia's winter was like, oh, you think you're tough? Hold my vodka. By now, the Allies were finally starting to get their act together. But it wasn't easy. Let's talk about D-Day, where the Allies pulled off one of the greatest military invasions ever. D-Day, on June 6, 1944, the Allies landed in Normandy and decided, all right, time to kick this into high gear. The beaches were chaos, but they pulled through. Imagine showing up to a party with way too many people, and you've got to fight through the crowd just to get to the snacks. That was D-Day. The push into Germany. Once the Allies got rolling, they weren't stopping. Soon, they were on Germany's doorstep with a big "We're back" sign. By 1945, it was clear. Germany was toast, and Japan wasn't far behind. Hitler's fall. Spoiler alert. Hitler didn't stick around for the end credits. He checked out before the Allies could get to him. Hitler exited stage left, but the Allies still had a few scenes left to film. Atomic bomb. Then, in August 1945, the U.S. dropped 2 atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, forcing Japan to surrender. The world was forever changed. This is where history stops being funny for a moment. The bombings were devastating, and it showed how far humanity had come, and how far it still needed to go. World War II was one of the most complex and devastating events in human history. It shaped the modern world and left lessons we still wrestle with today. But even in the darkest times, we can find moments of humanity, resilience. Thanks for sticking around for this wild ride through history. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and let us know in the comments which part of WWII you found most mind-blowing.